Hi everyone, welcome to Lesson 2, Part 2. In this part of the lesson, we'll be talking about how to collect and then deliver the feedback that you receive. So there are lots of free and freemium tools that you can use to collect data. The first one I want to talk about are Google Doc forms. So Google Docs, along with Microsoft, offers a similar tools to Microsoft Word. It has regular docs, Excel, spreadsheet docs, and then also Google Doc forms. So they're again free and easy to use and integrate with every other Google app like Mail and Gcal and all that good stuff. The drawback to using Google Docs is that the data that you receive comes in a very simple spreadsheet format, which means you have to do a lot of the legwork to compiling results, creating graphs, analyzing numbers, and so on and so forth. SurveyMonkey works on a freemium model. It's been around for quite some time, and you can definitely get more complex than Google Docs in terms of how you're asking questions, the logic, and that sort of thing. You're limited to more simple options in the freemium and the free versions, but if you're willing to pay a bit, you can definitely get some robust options. And again, I'd like to mention, as I did in the first lesson when we talk about these tools, there's obviously lots more out there. I think these are some of the big players, and and I like to talk about tools that are free, but then can get more complex and robust if you're willing to or have some budget to allocate to this sort of thing. The third option is Qualtrics, which is also a freemium model. So they let you have, I believe, 2 or 3 active surveys at once, and if you want to have more than that, then you have to pay a fee. So Qualtrics is probably the most powerful of the ones I'm going to talk about in this lesson, but that also means that it can be maybe a little overcomplicated for what you're trying to accomplish. So I think it's good to just take a step back, think about what type of data you're looking to receive, and then figure out how complex of a system you might need. And then the last, which is more of a newer tool than the others, it's called Wufoo. And Wufoo doesn't only do surveys, they also do forms, which I'll talk about in a different lesson, that people often use to handle customer service. So it has not as many options as SurveyMonkey and Qualtrics when it comes to the setup, but it can be a great middle ground between simple and complicated. So those are just, again, a few tools that are out there. There are tons of survey tools, but that's something that you'll go over in your lesson, is how to determine which one is best for you. So next I want to talk about the delivery of the feedback that you receive. So delivering the feedback to your team is an extremely important part of the process. And that's really a big part of being a community manager, is being the liaison between the community and then the company and the team. So first you'll need to figure out who is the feedback that you're gathering most relevant to. Should the entire team see it? Is it worth it to take up your team's time by presenting it to them? Do you need to talk to just a few key players, such as getting technical feedback for a CTO? Or does the information have the potential to have a higher impact by sharing with the whole team? Do you send it through an email, or do you just send through email, or is it worthwhile to put together a presentation to formally put together all the data in an easy to digest format? Is there enough information to create conclusions, or would you say it's more anecdotal, something else you have to think about? So thinking about how to actually present the information, are you presenting it to someone who's really busy? Do they have the time to actually have a look over what you've gathered, or do you need to deliver a quick snapshot? And what are they more likely to digest easier, numbers or words? If you're talking to somebody technical, you might want to present numbers. If you're talking to somebody in marketing or higher up, or human resources, or maybe people who are more likely to respond to stories and words. Numbers are obviously very powerful, but individual stories can be just as powerful. Oftentimes it's great if you can bring together both numbers and effective stories to work to help you achieve a goal based on the feedback and create some action based on the feedback that you've gathered. So I thought I'd take a moment to just share one example of how stories can be extremely powerful when demonstrating that, say, a campaign or a project that you worked on was beneficial.
Hey guys, it's Matt, aka Blitz. Chilling here in Vegas in my hotel with very thin walls, so I'm going to try not to wake anyone up. I'm a little bit sleepy myself. I'm going to wake up early here to get ready for something tomorrow. I want to tell you guys about my new iPad 3, which I'm actually recording this on right now. It's perfect that I got this in time actually because my laptop's Wi-Fi card broke and I can't get internet on it, so it's arrived just in time. Big thanks to recordsetter.com and baldguygreetings.com. For those of you who are wondering why would I get a free iPad 3, what did I do for that? Me and my friend Eric did the whole Borderlands 2 thing. We played for 43 hours straight, got level 50. It was pretty awesome. It was an extremely fun time. I can talk more about that in another video, but I wanted to make this real quick just to tell you guys that Record Setter is awesome. If you have no idea what that site is, you can basically go there and upload a video of you doing something cool. If you think it's cooler or better than anything someone has done in the past, so just send it up there. And it doesn't have to be gaming, it can be anything. There's all kinds of cool stuff there. So go check out that website, and they often do a lot of contests to give away stuff like iPads. And I happened to win in the month that I submitted my record. So here I am, iPad 3. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never had an iPad before because they're pretty expensive. So having this here is absolutely perfect for me because I've wanted one for a while. So it's a lot of fun to use. Thank God I can get some internet here in Vegas, or when I'm done doing stuff in the day, I can hang out in my hotel room and watch shows online and all kinds of stuff. So just wanted to give a big thanks to people who made this possible. Of course, my teammate Eric for doing the Borderlands record with me, and Record Setter again, Bald Guy Greetings. I'll put all the links in the description box, but I just wanted to let you guys know these people are awesome. You should definitely check them out, and hope you guys have a good day.
Next up, we'll be talking about different ways to manage your customer service flow. Thanks so much for listening in to Lesson 2. Looking forward to Lesson 3.